Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. Uh, okay. Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everybody, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Is my video lagging for everybody or there is no issues? Please let me know to check if the video is lagging or not. Yeah, my teammate is checking if there is any problems with the video. Give me a second or two, guys. These guys are saying it's lagging, but on my end, the video isn't lagging right now. There's a small lag. Means like is that like due to like it's a volume lag or like audio? Maybe audio check करना. Okay, give me 2 minutes, guys. We are checking the audio. If there is some problem, we'll try to fix it up. I think so. There shouldn't be any problem because I'm able to see it's like 9,000, 8,000 kb per second. So that shouldn't be an issue. I think so. It's related to YouTube streaming itself. Um, Give me 15, like 2, 3 more minutes and we'll check it up. Okay. Okay. In the meanwhile, can you guys let me know how like did what we studied in our previous class, guys? In that particular point of time, guys, can you let me know what is like that we studied in our previous class, guys? Please let me know. Guys, can you let me know what have we studied in our previous class, guys? Okay, so we studied about the introduction to AI. Okay, so it's a problem with webcam itself. Okay. But the audio is absolutely fine, am I right? Okay. So the audio is fine, guys. I think so. Only the webcam is lagging a bit. If that's the case, like you can just focus upon the class itself, just listen to me properly, and you will be able to understand everything. The screen is proper, just the lag is with my webcam itself. So just like you are able to look at me, and it's not that I'm going to dance or something for you, so you can ignore it for the meanwhile. Okay. Okay, great. So we learned about the min-max algorithm. We learned about like AI. Okay. And yeah. So guys, for the min-max algorithm, I told you guys to study it once more. Okay, before coming to this particular. Okay, we are getting the YouTube error as well. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth streaming. But it's showing almost 8,000, 9,000 right over here. Think so that's an issue with YouTube itself. Okay, and so yesterday we studied about the min-max algorithm. We saw the different states that are there. We tried to understand like how the basically max and min algorithm work, and like what is the scoring boards and all those kind of stuff. So that was very easy for us as well to understand all that at the same point of time. So I think so there shouldn't be any issues with that, guys. Please let me know. I think so there shouldn't be any issues with that, guys. Please let me know. Great. So up till now, I told you guys to like use and like understand the min-max algorithm by watching the video again if you are not able to understand it something. Everybody has understood the min-max algorithm, am I right? Everybody has understood the min-max algorithm, am I right, guys? Yes, Ishiti Jain, I am the instructor there as well. For those who aren't still able to understand the min-max algorithm, I will just tell you guys once again to watch the video again, guys. The yesterday's video, watch it again, try to understand min-max algorithm. It might be the case that you were not able to pay attention or you were not able to like watch it properly at that point of time, or my pace was too much for you. So you can watch the video once again, because we have made sure that you guys are able to understand everything in that video, because understanding min-max algorithm is extremely important for our tomorrow's class, guys. Today we will be focusing upon our career counseling session itself. So today I will be telling you guys what are the different job opportunities that is there in AI, machine learning, deep learning, data science, data analytics. What are the different companies that are hiring for it? What is the average placement in these? What are the like highest placements that are possible? Which type of students are able to get into which type of companies? What are the different things that you need to study? How to build up your profile and all these kind of stuff, guys. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. It's neither AI nor Python. It's just increasing views. Accidental engineer, that's great. So there is somebody in the chat that has no idea about what is AI or what is Python, because he hasn't visited the first 5 days of the bootcamp. So let's keep a 3 second pause for him. Okay, so that just like his Atma is able to get some Shanti. Okay, so we had a 3 seconds pause for him as well. So let's continue from right over there. Okay, okay, great. Okay, so let's start with the career counseling session, guys. It is something that I am expecting you guys to understand it completely. Okay, there is a lot that we are going to like. There's a lot of information that I'll be passing on to you guys. See, the point is, there are a lot many number of people, a lot many number of YouTubers, there's a lot many number of seniors in your own college, that or even professors in some colleges as well, that you take up advice from. Most of the people are actually the only people that is there that you shouldn't be taking advices from, and that is the reason why most of you have a very wrong understanding about how to get a job or what is required to get a job. So understanding this particular session is extremely important for you guys. Now there are 3 points that I will have to make before starting off with the career counseling session. The first point that I want to make is why, like the first 3 points is why I am the right person to basically guide you, because I have been in all the 3 places. I have been a student in your own shoes, from not so great college with not so great placements, that was able to get into companies like Reliance, Jio, Google, and Fastnell and other companies as well. So that is the first particular scenario, that I was able to achieve what you guys want, what you guys are aiming for. The second is I have relationships. So DevTown provides placements to almost 800 to 1,000 students every single month. With big companies, we have Google, we have Microsoft, Amazon, Samsung, Flipkart, Walmart, Fidelity, Deloitte, we have Infosys. All we have 36 companies that hire 800 students from us every single month without fail. So that is, so we take in their consideration. So these companies provide us that, okay, these are our like requirements, and according to that we train the students and we provide them to these companies. And this is something that we already have told you guys as well. For example, right over here, this is the last session of placement that we had. We got 9 students into Microsoft, 7 into Google, 9 in Amazon. We had 15 in Samsung, 12 in Gap, 21 in Geo, 21 in Flipkart. Walmart hired 19 students from us. Oracle hired 16. Barclays hired 20. Fidelity 27, and we had other companies like Deutsche Bank, Cognizant, Case Point, TCS, Infosys, Qatar Airways, L&T, Deloitte, Adani, ZS Associates, Herman, PwC, AP Allied Projects. So we had so many different companies, 36 in total, that hired 800 students from us. And this month we are having an aim of taking it up to 1,000 students as well. So most of these students, we have our collaboration with different colleges that we take them in. So we have a collaboration with almost 90 different colleges, from which we take up 10 students each. We train them every month and we provide them directly to these companies itself. So we have a very good understanding about what is actually required by these companies to get hired, because they provide us with the interviews and everything as well. And the third thing is, I've already taken up interviews for 15 different companies. So I was one of the interviewers who would hire students for the companies themselves for positions like data analyst, data scientist, full stack web developer. So that also brings me a very good perspective of what is actually needed by these companies, because when I am hiring for these big companies, I am the person who is going to judge you. So what are the different points that an interviewer has to take up in his mind to like select a particular student for a particular company? Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Okay, so many students have one more particular doubt that, okay, core students get like a lot of problem in placements, and this is a very bad reputation that I think so has been set up by just like non-believers itself, I guess. Let me show you that statistics as well. So let me go to my website, devtown.in. So see, we have students from maritime engineering and merchant navy. These are not even like these cannot be even considered as core batches itself. These are just like, these are not even in BTech. These are just something else. And we got them into Amazon as a front-end engineer. We have other people as well. Let me show it to you guys. So we have, so this was the particular person that was placed in Amazon. Then we had people from, let me find him. Okay, where is, like, there's just a lot of people right over here. Okay, the list has been updated, and we are adding more people to it as well. We have people from chemical, we have people from mechanical, we have people from electrical who are able to get into companies like Goldman Sachs, Google and Microsoft, Amazon and other companies as well. See, and most of them are not from tier 3, tier 1 or tier 2 colleges. Everyone is from tier 3 colleges. We have no collaborations right now with tier 1 or tier 2 college. Every college that we collaborate with are tier 3 colleges itself. The thing is that these companies are looking for just two things. Like I've already told you guys, just two things. The first one is whether you have the right knowledge, and the second one is whether you have the right skill set. If you have both of them, if you have these two things, they don't care about anything else. For example, one of the students, Shubham Kumar, got placed in Goldman Sachs. He had a GPA of 6. He had a GPA of 6 right over there. Okay, so that is the point. If you have the right skill set and the right knowledge, these things do not matter to them, because they, at the end of the day, just want a hardworking person working for their company who is smart. Okay, so for example, Bhavya Kala went to Microsoft. We had Divyanka Soni who went to Accenture. We had Das Gupta who went to Amazon. We had Barik who went to Google. We have Dev Bhushan who went to Samsung, Flipkart, Oracle, every single company. So the point is that you guys have built up a very wrong mindset. I don't know why this mindset comes from, or who is telling you guys this all things that, okay, these companies do not hire core people or third tier students have a lot of problem. Why do these people have problem? Why do core people are not getting selected in these companies? Why do third tier students are not getting selected into the big companies? Because they have been fed this, that it is just not possible for you, and then you don't work hard enough for that. If you are not working hard enough, if I know that I have asthma, now I know that I cannot like climb like 10 stories, and people are just putting that into my mind itself, that it's impossible for you to go to trekking, you have asthma, you can't do it, nobody with asthma is able to do it, and all those kind of shit in my head. I will never be able to achieve that. I will never be able to achieve that. I will never even try to achieve that. I will always take a lift even to go one floor as well. And that is what is happening with you guys. That is what I am able to understand. Because when I put all these students into the training program, I guarantee it to them that you will get somewhere if you are working hard. The point with you guys is that you don't work hard. You want everything to be provided to you guys with on a silver platter. And this is not something for like tier 3 student or a core student. This is for every Indian student. I was also one of them. I also wanted everything to be just put it up in front of me on a silver platter. And that is never going to work out. Never going to work out. No opportunity is going to just knock on your door, come inside and tell like, this is your opportunity, can you take it? You have to work hard to be able to be at that level to grab that opportunity. Are you guys able to understand that? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand that? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand that? Please do let me know. Okay, so first of all, to prepare for any examination, let's say you are preparing for JEE Mains or Advanced, how do you prepare for it? You take out the syllabus, you check up, okay, these type of questions are going to be asked to me. Okay, MCQ based questions are going to be asked to me. Okay, so number based questions are going to be asked to me. So you look at the syllabus, how is the exam going to happen up? How much time do I have? How to prepare for it? And then you formulate a strategy to be able to conquer that examination itself. Right now, all these different companies, okay, every single company that is there in India or outside as well, they have their own examinations, they have their own way of taking up students, but it's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing, just with different brand names. So let us to first understand what to prepare, how to prepare. We need to understand what are we preparing for. Okay, so let us start to first understand what is the hiring process for these companies, guys. Okay, so let's start with this particular question, guys. Any company that is going to hire you guys, any company related to any IT firm, whether it be for a software engineer, whether it be for full stack web development, whether it be for data science, AI, any company that is going to hire you, okay, the process is going to be the exact same. If it is remotely related to IT, this is the process that is going to be there. Okay, the first particular step of the process will be your you apply for that particular position, and then you are having your resume based shortlisting. Now, can you guys let me know, these companies, whether it be Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Atlassian, any company that is there right now in the market, do you guys really think that they have the time or the people to go through like almost 20 to like 2 to 3 million resumes every single year? Do you think they have enough time to go through 2 to 3 million resumes every single year, guys? Please let me know. Do you really think that 2 million resumes they will be able to read or even look at in 1 year? Exactly. It's just not possible. So they have a software for that. And that software, we usually call it in the office as a parser, a resume parser. We call it as a resume parser. Now, when you're submitting your resume, you're not applying for a marriage. Okay. I don't want to know what are your hobbies. I don't care how you look at. Okay, stop putting up your pictures inside of like the resume itself. It is not a wedding invitation. It's a professional thing. Okay, until unless you're applying as a designer, these all shitty things you shouldn't be putting up on your resume itself. You're applying for an IT position, a professional position. It shouldn't be colorful. You are not sending your marriage invitation to somebody. Okay, it should be a piece of, oh, and one more thing, I don't want 4 pages of your resume. Nobody has that time, neither the parser will go through that. Okay, just 1 page, that too only on one side. The font should be like simple enough, the size should be like 11 to 14 depending upon headings and subheadings, and the entire resume should be plain and simple. I don't, you can provide your official email ID, you can provide your phone number, okay, but your address, I don't require it. Okay, don't put up your address on it. Put up your experiences. If you have volunteered in some organization or you have participated in some club activities, showcase your leadership skills right over there. If you have done some great projects, put it up on your resume. If you have done some industrial training or internship, put it up on your resume. That basically shows that you were like always ready. And projects as well, do not put portfolio website or something like that on your resume. These are the websites that are being built by 10 standard students. You are applying for a job at these prestigious companies. Get good projects on your resumes, guys. I'll be telling you guys some examples of good projects as well. Do not worry about it. But these are the things that you need to keep in mind while building up your resume. Now, if your resume is simple enough, it has good like understanding about everything, put up your CGPA on your resume, your final CGPA. I don't want your yearly CGPA, it's a semester wise. Do not put it like that. Okay, if you have achieved some awards or something, put it up. Okay, whether it be in like sports or whether it be in academics, do not put up your hobbies that I like to play cricket, I like to listen to music. Nobody is interested in that. Do not do that. Okay, so these are the things that you should be keeping in mind right now. The next thing that is there, okay, the next thing that you should be, so everybody gets, if your resume is like okayish as well, you will get like, you will go to the next round, because right now most of the companies have stopped doing the resume based shortlisting as well. Even Google and Microsoft have stopped doing resume based shortlisting, because nowadays it's very impossible to just judge from the resume themselves. So it has been replaced by something that is called as a coding round, an online coding round. Okay, an online coding round. Okay, so online coding round, every single company has it right now. Any position that you are applying for, okay, any position, if you're thinking that front-end engineers or back-end engineers or cloud engineers or DevOps engineers, AI engineers, ML engineers, data analysts, data scientists, data engineers, software engineers, SD1, 2, 3, any position that you are applying for, you will have to cross this particular coding round. And this coding round is basically, you will have 1 hour, 2 hour exam where you will be having a code that you will have to write. There will be a question and you will have to write the code related to that, and you will have to submit it. You will not have any access to Google, any access to the internet. You will not be able to cheat with everything. Okay, they will have cameras set up, they will have your microphone switched on, so there's no possibility of cheating as well. So this online coding round, if you want to, and anybody who's not able to cross this online coding round, you're not going to get an interview as well with these companies. That is final. Anybody who is not able to get into this online, like not able to cross this online coding round itself, okay, so that is something that you need to understand. Okay, so online coding rounds, as you are able to see, Sumit Dubey, I'm not going to answer you because for the last 5 days I've answered everybody. So if you are saying that we start thinking of not attending any bootcamp, fuck off. Okay, because I've already told the answer to your question for the past 5 days every single day, so I'm not going to entertain you any further. So for the online coding round, the knowledge that you need are just 2 things. Okay, the knowledge that you think are just 2 things, that is data structures and algorithms and competitive programming. Okay, data structures and algorithms and competitive programming, guys. If you are not doing DSA and competitive programming, there is no way in, like no chance of a ice in like hell type of scenario that you will be able to get into any company without doing DSA-CP. Those students who think that DSA-CP is hard, I failed in DSA-CP for 6 months. I wasn't able to solve a single question during that time, but I persisted further. It's all about hard work. It's not about how much brainy you are, how much genius you are. It's all about how much a person can sit and bear. If you are able to do that, if you are a genius, then that's great. But most of people like me, like I'm not a genius. I had to spend almost a year practicing DSA to be able to be average at it. Not even good, just average. Okay, so that is the point, guys. Data structures and algorithms and computer programming, any position in related to IT for any company, whether it be TCS, Infosys as well, you'll have to cross this coding route. Otherwise you are not going to get into these companies. The next particular thing, if you are able to pass these coding rounds, okay, if you are able to pass this coding round, then it starts with the interviews. Okay, then we are going to start with this interview. Okay, so interviews are of three types. Okay, different companies have different numbers of interviews. Okay, for example, when I gave the Google interview, so why do I take up the bootcamp in English? There are two reasons for that. Okay, I will tell you guys right now. When I gave my interview for the company Google, I had 8 interview rounds, 4 of which was by an Indian people, and 4 of which were by people who are not from India. They were from other countries. One was from Philippines or Indonesia, one was from China, one was from UK, and one was from USA. Do you guys really think that he will be able to understand what I'm saying in Hindi at any point of time? I would have got rejected right over there. Communication is a very important skill, guys. If you are weak at English, start talking to your friends in English, start talking to your parents in English, start talking to yourself in English, watch English videos, watch English shows, read English books to improve your vocabulary. If you're not able to do that, start teaching. So I started improving my English when I started teaching itself. Do that. Improving English as a language is extremely important. Verbal communication, to be able to make people understand what is going on in your brain, is extremely important, guys. Okay, so English is important, communication is important. In interviews, there will be 3 kinds of interviews that will be there: A, B, and C. The A interview is usually a data structures and algorithms round. This is a basic interview to check whether you have cheated in the coding round or not. So they will be giving, again, you will be sitting in front of an interviewer. He will be giving you a question. Okay, you will have to write the code for the question in front of him. Okay, he will be looking at your code. Then he will be asking you to make some changes in the code. You will have to do that. And that is how this data structures and algorithms round will be possible. Okay, except if you are able to cross this round, then you are able to move further. Otherwise, you are just removed from right over there. It's not that you are going to go through all the 3 rounds. If you're not getting if you're not passing a round, you are removed from the process from there itself. Okay, please remember that. The next particular, so this is a data structures and algorithms round. Here CP is of no use. Your data structures and algorithms should be extremely strong. Okay, we will be learning about how to study data structures and algorithms, how to do computer programming, which are the platforms that are good for you, which are some of the free platforms that you can utilize. All these things I will be telling you guys. Right now we are thinking about what is the entire exam that we have to give. Okay, the next particular thing, do you guys really feel I'm having an accent or something like that? Because this is how I normally talk, in English normally. I don't have any accent because in my entire life I've usually roamed around the entire country itself. So I lived in Gujarat, I've lived in Maharashtra, I've lived in Karnataka, I've lived in Bihar, I've lived in Delhi. For a few years I lived in Jharkhand as well. So I don't think so I should be having any kind of accent related to any state or something like that. And even my Hindi, I don't have any accent because of just my entire childhood has been spent going around and meeting new people. But still, if you feel that I'm having an accent, then fuck you as well. Okay, let's move on from right over there. So data structures and algorithms round, that will be your first round itself. There will be 1 or 2 interviews based on if you are able to show them that in the single interview that you are doing good right over there, then yes, you will not have a secondary DSA round. But if you were they are not very sure of it, they will have a secondary DSA round as well. Next is the technical round. Okay, the next is a technical round, guys. Now, is MBA or MTech better for students? If you weren't able to do good in BTech, how the fuck are you thinking of doing good in MTech? Choose MBA, move further. The next particular thing is technical round. These technical rounds are where your like trainings, where your internships, where your projects will be looked at. This is where it is determined whether they are going to select you or not. This is the round where it will be determined whether they are going to select you or not. Okay, the technical round is where the final selection happens. Okay, the technical round is where the final selection happens at the end. Okay, so if you are not having any kind of like, and see, when I talk about internships or when I talk about projects, it should be good. Okay, it shouldn't be like HTML CSS aata hai sir, not like that. Okay, you cannot say it like that. HTML, CSS and JavaScript is something that a 10th standard student is learning right now. CBSE has released its new course, its new books, and students of 10th standard are learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Python and Java. Means they have a choice between Python and Java, but HTML, CSS and JavaScript they are learning. Now, is that enough to get placed in these companies? Okay? That is just not like going to work. Okay, so there's a lot that you have to study, there's a lot that you have to learn. So technical rounds is where you are going to, they are going to determine. So in Hindi we have a saying that kitne pani mein ho, like how like low are you, how what is your level right now. This is where it is decided whether they are going to offer you a job or not. Okay, the next particular thing, that is if you are selected, if you are going up till the HR round, it is 99.99% sure that you are going to get selected for the job. Okay, the HR round is just to make sure that you are not a psychopath. Okay, they don't want to hire somebody who's a misogynist or something like that. So this round is just to make sure that just like be on your best behavior in this round. Do not say anything that will damage your reputation. They will ask you questions related to leadership. Okay, that if you were put in this particular position, what would you have done? So there are like 20, 30, 40 different questions that are there. You just read these questions, formulate your answers before going to the interviews itself, and you will be able to crack this round. So this is just to make sure that you guys are not a psychopath or something like that. Okay, so this is something that is very important. Like I said again, guys, degrees, see, if you are having a backlog, clear it. Okay, having a backlog is fine until unless you have cleared it. If you have cleared it, it's totally fine, there's no issues for that. Okay, but if I'm talking about like degree does not matter. For example, like I've previously said as well, we got students from maritime engineering and merchant navy. Okay, these have no relation to BTech itself. Okay, we got them into Amazon as front-end web developers. So the point is, these companies are looking for just one thing: do you have the right skill set? Do you have the right knowledge? Are you able to provide value to my company? If you are, you are most welcome. If you are not, keep on moving further. That is what they have in mind. That's it. These companies are not going to spend like 20-30 lakhs on some person who has no idea about what he's doing. Think about it like that. Will you spend it on yourself? Like if you were a owner of a company, would you have hired yourself? Just ask you that particular question. If you are, then like either you are a bad business person or you are a bad person to judge people itself. You have to think like that. See, CGPA matters as long as it is above 7, you are in safe zone. Okay, keep it above 7, 7.5, you are in the safe zone. If not, then you will have to work a lot harder on your skills and knowledge so that you are able to stand up from the rest of the crowd. Like I said, a person with 6 CGPA got into Goldman Sachs. That is a package of 34 lakhs. The point is that, okay? Okay, great. The next particular thing, so this is the entire like process of getting into companies, guys. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Yes, for data science as well, Afreen, it's the exact same thing. Unkilled Pathik, I think so. This is not a good question to ask because that is not something that will be fruitful for you. Like you will just be wasting time on a hobby project, and I don't think so. This is the right time to work on a hobby project. Right now, I'm working on so many hobby projects of mine. I'm learning a new skill every single day because I'm able to afford to do so because I'm getting paid well from my company, and I'm doing like all the things like teaching and everything. I'm working on different projects with my friends. I'm working on freelancing gigs with some of my colleagues. So I'm able to afford it because I don't have to care about like getting a job anymore because I already have one. So that's the thing, guys. And see, getting a job is not that important because anybody can get a job. You can get into like a small ass company that's going to pay you like 3 lakhs per annum. Anybody can do that. There's not a lot. Like even if somebody from your family is in some good company, he will just refer you. You will get a 2 lakh, 3 lakh job per year. But is that an amount of money where you will be able to even survive? That's the main question. You have to think about it in such a way. Do you want to earn 3 lakh rupees a month? Do you want to earn 3 lakh rupees a year? You have to answer that question. And the difference between the two is huge. You will then be working for the rest of the 20 years to reach to that 3 lakhs per month. If you are getting that 3 lakhs per year package right now. Or else you can just sacrifice your matar gasti that you're doing with your friends right now. Focus upon your studies, get that 3 lakh rupees per package and then live like a king. Go to Thailand, Malaysia, Bangkok, Singapore, go to Dubai, US, UK, explore the world, travel, buy great bikes, buy cars, get a home, start a family, whatever you want to do. You will be able to afford it. That's the main point. I haven't been like busting off my ass in like 4 different companies for the past 3 years just to like earn some pennies on the dollar. Right now I have enough money so that I'm able to buy a great Mercedes every single year. And that too, I don't even have to like put up on an EMI or something like that. I can just go and give the entire payment and I will get the car. So that is the thing, guys. You have to think about, for that I had to sacrifice my college days. I had no friends. I had some friends who were studying with me and they are still my great friends as well. When I joined the company, I made more friends and I made better friends who were pushing me to do good in life as well. I didn't have shitty friends in my life. Any shitty friend, I removed it. And that is the reason why I'm able to do so good for me. I love teaching. That is the reason why I teach right over here. That's the reason. So handling right now in DevTown, we have almost 250 employees. 250 employees in DevTown. And it's a non-profit company. A non-profit company, and I'm handling that because teaching is my passion. And I want to do that. And I have the time, I have the money to be able to do that. So think about it. Okay. Okay. So the next particular thing that you have to understand is how to prepare for DSSCP and how to prepare for the technical round. These are the only 3 things that exist. Okay. Data structures and algorithms, DSA, and CP. Okay, that is the first part. And the second part is your technical round. So first, let's take up for data structures and algorithms and computer programming. Now, see, whatever I'm telling, do not try to like, "Arey sir, ye kyun nahi? Arey sir, wo kyun nahi?" Okay, I don't want to hear that. This is what I'm suggesting you guys. I will give you the reason as well for the same. If you want to take it up, take it up. If you want to like, see, the life is yours. You could go for point A to point B in a straight line. You could go there like in like 50 years as well. It's totally up to you. I'm giving you the shortest path possible, the most easiest path possible itself. There's nothing more easy than this. Okay. So for data structures and algorithms and computer programming, you need to choose one language. This is known as the programming language of choice. Okay, this language that you will be using to do data structures and algorithms and computer programming is called as programming language of choice. You have to choose one language and the options that are available to you are just 2. You have to choose between C++ or Java. You have to choose between either of the 2 languages for data structures and algorithms and computer programming. Now don't start asking, sir, why not Python? Why not JavaScript? After even 3 years of my career, I've never put JavaScript on my resume. And the most of the time I was working in JavaScript itself. Still, I'm not putting it up on my resume. The problem with JavaScript and Python is that this is a programming language of choice. Whatever language that you're choosing right over here, the interviewer will start asking you questions related to that language itself. JavaScript and Python have a lot of depth inside of it. A lot of depth. If you are putting these two languages as your programming language of choice, the number of questions that will be there and the toughness of these questions will be extremely great. And you will have to study both of these languages in a lot of depth. And these languages, the depth of these languages is very vast at the end, because JavaScript has a lot of modules, a lot of packages. The same thing goes on for Python as well. There's a lot of implementation. And please remember, when they are asking you these questions, you don't have the access to Google, that you'll be able to Google it very easily and get the answer. That is not going to happen for you guys. This programming language of choice should be between either C++ or Java. That is the safest bet that you can take. Between that as well, if you want my opinion, for me, I've taken up C++. Okay, for me, I've taken up a C++ itself. Why C++? Because C++, when you are giving, so why are you learning this language? To be able to compete in the coding round of these companies. Now, coding round that will be there will be like a time limit, and you will have to write the same number of like answers to the same number of questions. Now, I'm a particular person who has chosen C++. Let's say Sita has chosen Java. Now, both of us have got 3 questions that we have to code in 1.5 hours. Both of us have the same time duration itself. C++ and Java, the code looks almost the same. A bit of syntax is different. So we have to write. So even if we know the answers, even if both of us know the answers itself, and we are writing it at the same pace, C++ has less number of words that has to be written when it compares it to Java itself. C++ have like, if something can be written in 5 words in C++, the same thing will take 8 or 9 words in Java. So that is the reason why I suggest that C++ should be the way to go further. The next particular thing is, don't choose C. C is a language that is just for your college, because your college hasn't updated its syllabus from 1990s. Okay, C is not the language. If your college would have been a little bit slower, you would have been learning Photon up till now. So C is not the language to go further with. Yes, you will be learning all this in C in your college. That is bullshit, and you are never going to use it in a practical sense or inside of an examination. So please try to remember that as well. Okay. Are you guys able to understand this? Like I've already said, Python and JavaScript, both of them are not programming language of choice. Okay, both of them have a lot of depth inside of it, and there will be a lot of questions related to the language itself, and you won't be able to answer any of them. So before even reaching the data structures and algorithms, you will be removed from there. Okay, great. The next particular question that we are having right now, so data structures and algorithms, where to study it from, where to practice it from as well. So for data structures and algorithms, the platform that I will suggest will be LeetCode. Okay, and the platform that I will be suggesting for competitive programming would be CodeChef. These are the 2 platforms that are free of cost to be, like, if you want to use it, do not pay for these platforms. Don't be an idiot. Okay, do not pay for these. Okay, data structures and algorithms, LeetCode is the best platform to go further with. Competitive programming, CodeChef will be the best platform that you can go further with. Along with CodeChef, if you guys are good at CodeChef, only then, okay, otherwise if you're directly going to this new platform that I'm going to say right now, your entire moral will be blown away to pieces. Okay, for the first year, I wasn't able to solve a single question from that particular platform. That is the kind of platform it is. Okay, so after CodeChef, if you are good at it, then visit Codeforces. Okay, the next particular thing that many of your seniors or your college mates will be suggesting you is go with HackerEarth and HackerRank. And there's a very simple why they suggest it is because they have very easy questions. Okay, you are able to do stuff right over there. You are able to get a false sense of entitlement that you know shit. Okay, but when you go to the examination, these type of easy questions are not going to come up. There will be a lot tougher questions. That is the reason why I've suggested LeetCode and CodeChef to you guys. These are like, so when you give like JEE Mains or Advanced, questions are not going to come from NCERT. No questions are going to come from NCERT textbooks. You have to get some guides. You have to get some study material to be able to like practice for getting into like the type of question, the hard level of question that is going to be there in the examinations. So Lead Code and CodeChef have definite like questions that are there that will be of the level that is going to be asked in the examination itself. One of the answers, one of the like suggestions that I would like to give you guys is, so Amazon, any interview, any coding question, anything, interviews as well of Amazon for any position in general, all the questions directly come from Lead Code. Directly from Lead Code. They don't even change the question. That is one of the tips and tricks that you guys need to know, okay, about dev. So every company has its very own tips and tricks. We basically train students to compete in these rounds, so we give them these tricks as well. So for example, for our training program, we have like a compulsion that every student needs to solve almost 60% of all Lead Code questions so that he's eligible for the Amazon interview. In that particular way, Amazon asks us for 30 people, we are able to provide them with 30 people directly, because we have made sure that we know that they will be able to crack it. And that is what you need to do as well. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Varun Jain, like I said, okay, there is no compulsion for people to have a technical background. Okay, we have people from commerce, we have people from maritime engineering, we have people from BSc, BCA, MCA, we have people from MSc as well, we have people from biotechnology. So there's just no use, like you just need to be good at what you're doing. Okay. Okay, so the next particular thing, so data structures and algorithms and competitive programming is something that you have understood as of this particular point of time, the platforms that you can use. The next is the technical round. Okay, now many of you are asking me about like, so what about blockchain? So what about ethical hacking, sir? What about like cyber security and all these kind of stuff? So understand this, that in India, the number of jobs that are there is pretty low. Like in blockchain, there are almost no jobs. Almost no jobs. In cybersecurity, they are, but they are asking for a lot of experience. And you guys are freshies, or you guys are freshers that I consider. Okay, so don't go behind these jobs itself. Don't go behind these. Like, I consider cybersecurity, ethical hacking, blockchain as just hobby. As just hobby for right now. Because if there is no fruitfulness to it, if there is no jobs in bulk that is available at good package, then these are shit. These are just for your knowledge itself. Right now, I'm like learning a lot of different stuff because I have that time. If I want to like do all my hobby stuff, I'm doing it right now. But you don't have that time. You are not in that particular position. Get a job first. Get a good paying job, then you do all the hobby work that you want to do. The two parts where I feel are three positions that are there right now in our country that has the most number of jobs that are available is the first is full stack web development. Your front-end engineer, back-end engineer, DevOps engineer, cloud engineer. So that is your full stack engineering itself. The next is your data science. You are having your data analyst, data engineer, data scientist. These are all the positions that are available in data science itself. And the third is your software engineering itself. So software engineering is a culminative of everything that is there. So that is the software engineering itself. Okay. So let's try to understand. So for technical rounds, I will, because this is a data science boot camp, okay, I'll be focusing much more upon the data science aspect of it. The average placements that I'm seeing for my students, the highest placement that was there was for data science, that was for 60 lakhs per annum for all the 7 students who got placed in Google. Out of them, only 4 was from CSE background, the rest 3 were from chemical, from electrical, and 1 was from some commerce field itself. But that was the highest placement, and all of them went into data science. But the problem is that the average placement for data science was 12.7 lakhs per annum. But for full stack web development was 13.3 lakhs per annum. I know there's not a lot of difference right over there, but still the average placement for full stack was a little bit greater than the average placement for data science. For full stack web development, the highest package was 48 lakhs per annum. Okay, by Microsoft. So that is what I'm telling you guys right now. So I want you guys to be aware of statistics as well, because it's not just that, okay, so what to do, you don't know right now what you like, what you don't like. You can only take up a calculated like, okay, so this is the probability, okay, these are the number of jobs that are available right over here, this is the average package, this is what I should be doing right now. Both of these are a safe bet. Full stack development, data science, both of these are a safe bet. And even software engineering. So software engineering is nothing else but whatever project that you are making that you qualified for software engineering as well. So SDE, SE, all these are something that you already qualify for. Okay, if you are working on data science, if you are working for full stack, you qualify for that position as well. So that is the point that I'm trying to make. All these three positions are a safe bet. Okay, so let's talk about the technical round, guys. So for data science perspective, there's a lot that you will have to study. Okay, for sure. The programming language of that you will be choosing for the technical round for a data science field would be Python. This is called as a development language. Okay, we call this as the development language. That is the reason why I suggested you guys not to choose it as a programming language of choice in data structures and algorithms and computer programming, because the programming language of choice will have a lot of questions associated with it. But if you are putting up Python or JavaScript as a development language, they're not going to ask you, they're not even going to expect you to answer questions related to the programming language itself. They'll be asking questions related to the training, to the internships, the projects that you have made. Okay, so that is something that you need to keep in mind as well. Okay, let's try to understand what are the different stuff that you have to learn in data structures and algorithms as well as for your technical rounds as well. Okay, so for data structures and algorithms, you have the choice between C++ and Java. That is totally up to you. Then the topics that you have to cover is mathematics, bit manipulation, recursion, array, searching, sorting, matrix, hashing, strings, linked list, stack, queues, dequeues, trees, and BST, heap, graph, greedy algorithm, backtracking. Somebody asked me about dynamic programming, so that is also a topic under data structures and algorithms itself. Try, segment, and binary index trees, disjoint sets. So DP is basically dynamic programming itself. That is a topic under one of the algorithms under data structures and algorithms. So that is all that you need to know in DSA. And like, I don't say only because like there's a lot that you have to do. Like each of these topics will have like 40-50 generic questions that are there along in such DSA itself. Along with that, you have to do computer programming. So both of them you have to do it parallelly itself. Okay, the next particular thing that is for data science. Okay, if you want to apply as a data analyst, a data scientist, a data engineer, these are the positions that you can apply for. Now somebody asked me about machine learning engineer, that is ML engineer and AI engineer. I want you to be very aware of this particular fact. So I was a machine learning engineer before. So to be able to qualify to apply as a machine learning engineer, you need to have 1 year of experience as a data analyst and 1 year of experience as a full stack engineer. I had both the experiences and hence I was able to apply as a machine learning engineer. So that is the point that I'm trying to make you guys understand, that it is not as simple as you felt. You guys are freshies. You guys are freshers. So for freshers, it's only data analyst, data scientist, and data engineer. These are the positions that you can apply for, along with software engineering as well. Okay, along with software engineer, SDE. Okay, these are all the positions that you can apply to. So when you start off with Python, you need to learn about data types and operator, control flow, scripting, object-oriented programming in Python. So OOPS is a very important part of Python itself, guys. So please focus upon that. The next thing that is there is, once you have learned Python, you need to work upon a project as well. Some small projects to make your core understanding of Python a bit practical as well. So you can work on projects. So I have some project suggestions right over here. For example, secret message project. Then you can take a break project. Then you are having music website, a simple music website using Python in the backend itself. So all these that you can work on. The next is statistics. Okay, so as a person who is going to work for data science or data analysis, data engineer, you need to be good at statistics as well. Okay, so in statistics, you need to learn about constructs, population versus sample, correlations versus causation, hypothesis, experimentation, visualizing data, central tendency, variability, standardizing, normal and sampling distribution, estimating, hypothesis testing, and t-tests. Okay, these are all the different things that you need to learn in statistics. So after learning Python, the next topic that you need to learn is statistics itself. Okay, the next particular, so here we have a collaboration with Walmart. So we have collaboration with different companies that hire through us, that provide us their own data, so that we are able to train students to work on how they work actually, and that is how we are able to get students placed as well. So here we have a collaboration with Walmart, where we take in their Walmart store sales, and we use all the concepts of statistics that you have learned. You will use it right over here. Okay, the next particular thing that is there is introduction to data analysis. Okay, so what is the data analysis process? What are different tools that you use for data analysis, whether it be NumPy or Pandas, data plotting, so let's say Matplotlib and Seaborn. So all these different stuff you have to learn, and you have to learn how to use it as well, not just learning it. So for here we have our collaboration with Google and Uber. So Uber stopped hiring from us, but because it was a data set of Uber, right now Ola is hiring from us. So we are happy with that it turned out to be pretty great. So for Google, we had the Android App Store market data set, and for the Uber project we have the Uber data that they had given us, but right now we are placing students to Ola from here. So that is how you will be using the analysis portion itself to see. It's all about making projects. Okay, it's not about just learning to code, it's also about making projects, making a practical project that has some practical implementations as well. The next particular topic that you need to learn is SQL for data analysis. Okay, SQL for data analysis. So basic SQL joins, aggregation, subqueries, temporary tables, SQL data cleaning, window functions, advanced SQL joins, performance tuning, accessing databases using Python. Okay, so all these you need to learn in SQL. As a data analyst or a data scientist or a data engineer, you need to learn all these different stuff as well. Okay, so the project that we have is directly from Amazon. So Amazon provided us the IMDb dataset for just SQL query management itself, to be able to analyze the data using just SQL. So that is something that you have to work upon as well. So that is the dataset from Amazon. The next particular thing that you need to learn is data wrangling. Okay, so what do you mean by data wrangling? So gathering data, accessing data, cleaning data, all these different stuff that you have to perform, that is what comes into data wrangling itself. Okay, so you are having your gathering data, accessing data, cleaning data, working with different kinds of data. So whether it be tabular, CSV, Excel, JSON data, learning about HTML and XML, using beautiful soup to scale up websites and web pages, as well as data quality and quantity, how to maintain that as well. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Okay, so Tom Matthews, so I will explain it to you how these boot camps basically work. So when you go to Baskin Robbins, you don't know which particular flavor of ice cream do you like. Okay, many of you must have gone to Baskin Robbins as well. They have 32 flavors or 36 flavors of ice cream that are there. So I think so 36 flavors of ice creams that are there. So you don't know which particular ice cream do you like or not. So you take a sample of each of them. Okay, these boot camps are meant to be a sample for you guys. Okay, so do I like Python? Do I like AI? Should I proceed further with it? Okay, do I like data structures and algorithms? Do I like cybersecurity? Do I like full stack web development? Do I like front end, back end, or cloud development? So all these we are able to show you a glimpse of it. Okay, with a practical project, with the basic understanding itself. So for example, learning full stack web development takes almost 3.5 months. Learning data analysis into its entirety takes 3 months of 2 hours every single day to learn it properly. So like I'm not also fool, like that is the point of these boot camps itself, that you guys are not wasting like 3 months of your time and then coming to know that okay, I don't like it. So that is not something that we want for you guys. Okay, do not waste time is very precious. Okay, so the next thing that you need to work upon is your machine learning and your deep learning. Okay, so for machine learning, there are 18 machine learning algorithms that you have to do. For each of these algorithms, you have to focus upon 3 different things. First, understanding the algorithm itself. So how does the algorithm work? Getting an intuition for the algorithm. The second particular thing that you have to work on is the mathematics behind that algorithm. Just a basic understanding. Okay, I'm not talking about like go into the entire mathematics about it, but the basic understanding of the mathematics is important to understand how to use this particular like where and how should, on which type of data set should I use this algorithm algorithm on. Okay, and the third thing is a practical implementation of that algorithm on a proper data set. Okay, a practical implementation of that algorithm on a proper data set. There are 18 machine learning algorithms that are there: simple, multiple, polynomial regression, support vector regression, decision tree regression, random forest regression, logistic regression, k nearest neighbor, support vector machines, kernel SVM, Naive Bayes. You are having decision tree classification, k means clustering, you are having hierarchical clustering, you are having API, having a CLAT, you are having upper bound UCB, and you are having your natural language processing. So there are 18 machine learning algorithms that you have to learn. Okay, it's simple, it's very easy to do. Okay, you can do it yourself as well. Okay, you don't have to worry about it, guys. Okay, can we learn C++ without learning C? Like, is it related to each other? No, you can easily directly learn C++ without learning C as well. Do not waste time on C, start doing that. Okay, the next particular thing that we need to focus, so the projects that you can work upon is like market basket optimization, mall customer segmentation, Facebook ad analytics, you're having top 50 startup revenue, predicts employee salary, and there are many more. So for each algorithm, what we do is we work on a different project with a different data set, with a different requirement, so that you are easily able to have 18 projects in one go itself. And that is how you should also operate. Okay, learn to deal with new kinds of data, learn to deal with new kinds of data itself. Okay, the next particular thing that is there is introduction to deep learning. So in deep learning, there are 6 deep learning algorithms that you should be very familiar with. Okay, artificial neural net, convolutional neural nets, recurrent neural nets, autoencoders, GANs, and natural language processing. So these are the 6 different deep learning algorithms that you should be learning at the end. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? You can work on projects like wine quality test, Emojify, Jarvis, language translator, YouTube sentiment analysis, music generation. So you can even generate music of your favorite singer using like AI. So that is the kind of thing that you can do with AI itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. The technologies that you should be learning is GitHub, Python, Anaconda, Beautiful Sloop, Jupyter Notebook, Seaborn, Matplotlib, Statistics, C++, Pandas, SQL, NumPy. The choice is between C++ and Python, but that is a totally like choice up to you guys itself. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Have you done any bootcamp on data analysis before? Yes, we have already done that. We'll all do it again as well. Sir, you suggested O'Reilly book. In that ML book, I couldn't find all these algos. I think so. All the algorithms must be covered in that book. Almost all the algorithms. Some of them might be missing, but almost all will be covered in that. Okay. Great. So what I want you guys to do, see, why we started DevTown, it was pretty simple. There were just 2 reasons. Students were getting wrong information. Okay, they were being told that HTML, CSS, JavaScript kar lo and you will get placement. And I didn't like that. And this was happening only in 3rd tier colleges. In 1st tier colleges, 2nd tier colleges, the instructors are great, the seniors are great, they are able to guide the students properly. But we saw that this is happening with you guys. You have no idea what is happening in your life, and then you regret it at a later point of time. That was the first reason, guys. And the second reason was that, see, I want you guys, see, everything that I've told you guys today, if you have got that determination inside of you, that fire inside of you, okay, you can do it on your own. You can do it on your own. I did it on my own. I had that determination because I know that I might not be that bright. I might get angry at very little things as well. But I have one quality of mine that I always appreciate within me, that is hard work. I will sit for 6 hours continuously and study. I will do that because I know that I have to study one thing 5 different times so that I'm able to learn it. That is the problem that I know that I have. So I know my shortfalls, my shortcomings as well. If you guys know that, you know what you need to work on. Okay, that is the reason why we have this entire boot camps. The third thing I want you guys to do, if you want to do it on your own, take this PDF. Okay, I will give you guys the access to this PDF as well in a few minutes. Take this PDF, print it out in separate pages, put it up on a wall in your room. There are like 15 pages. I think so out of them, like only 10 pages have the content inside of it. Take it out, print it out, put it on your screen, put it on your wall itself. Take a pen, start checking every topic that you're completing. You completed one particular topic, tick it. When you completed the next topic, tick it. Move on from right over there. This is how you need to function, guys, if you are doing it on your own. And see, every time you are entering into the room, you will be looking at the wall itself. It's completely filled with this, and you know what the progress you are making and when is the interview coming up. So you have an understanding about that. See, if you're doing it on your own without guidance, it will take you 1.5 years minimum to be able to do it. Because I know most of the people stop like after a week or so, then like ho gaya yaar, ab aur nahi karna. These are the things are something that I've seen. Okay. And I don't want that to happen with you guys. That is the reason why we have DevTown. We have our training and internship programs. If you guys feel that I need a mentorship, I need somebody to like beat the shit out of me every single day, ki kyun nahi hua? Why have the projects not completed? Why have you not studied this particular topic? I need somebody to teach me everything like as a student itself, just like in a class. That is the reason why we started the DevTown training and internship programs. And as we are a non-profit, we only charge that much so that we are able to pay our mentors. That's it. Because our mentors, let me just show you our mentors. These are our mentors right over here. We have people from Google, Amazon. We have people. So Ritik Kumar, he teaches the entire data structures and algorithms and competitive programming. He is the world top 100 rank on CodeChef and 107 world ranking on Lead Code. Currently working in Google itself. So he's the one who teaches C++, Java, data structures and algorithms, and competitive programming. The rest of the instructors that you are able to see are from McKinsey & Company, Morgan Stanley, American Express, Google, Sony. So Nikhil Bhartwal, he's from TensorFlow. That is the Google's equivalent of like Google's subdivision of machine learning and deep learning itself. We have people from Goldman Sachs, HP and Porsche, Geo, Oracle, Cisco. So I'm also one of the instructors right over here. I take up one of the batches, and that is the entire stuff. These are the instructors. So of course, we have to pay them as well. That is the reason why we have a small fees that is associated with it. The classes that will be there. So you will have the choice between C++ and Java. You can choose between either the two languages itself. We will be teaching you data structures and algorithms as well as competitive programming in that language. Then you will be having like competitive programming practice every single day, guys. 2 hours of live classes, 5 days a week directly, every single day on Zoom. There will be one batch of 60 that we are going to start. Nothing more, nothing less, because we already cater to almost 90 different colleges. So we only take up 100 students. 120 is our maximum limit that we can take up every month. Except that we are not able to take up more number of students as well. So 2 hours of live classes every single day on Zoom that will be taken up by these instructors in the evening after 7 o'clock, because these instructors are currently working in different companies itself. So they only have time for like teaching in the evening after 7 o'clock only. So your classes will be for 7 o'clock in the evening on Zoom every single day. After the class is over, you will get the recordings for the class as well for lifetime access. We want you guys to study properly so that you are able to revise at the end. Then you are having 2 hours, 1.5 hours of live doubt session after the class as well. So you can sit with the instructor 101, talk to the instructor, whatever doubts you are having, you can solve it with them as well. You don't have to worry about it. The next is we prepare. So because we have our partnership, so there are 3 ways of placements that we offer. The first is with the instructor themselves, as these are from a big company. If you are doing good in the class, okay, these instructors themselves will be referring you to different companies directly. The next particular thing is with our placements that is there. So we have our partnerships with 36 different companies that hire every month from us. So this month Google has told that we will be hiring 10 people from you. We want to push it up to 15, so we are trying our very best. So that is the second way of getting students placed. And the third is through our placement portal, where different companies put their placement ads. You can directly apply it from right over there, and you will be able to compete there as well. The next is, we know that you guys require, because this is a proper training and internship that we are offering, so it will be of a 3.5 months long, and you will get a certificate of internship as well as a letter of recommendation from our end. So you can submit. So our letter of recommendation has been accepted by University of Michigan, NYU University as well. It has already been sent to the University of Singapore. We have sent our letter of recommendations to different companies because every student is getting placed, so that is also happening. then so for example, for the data science program, there will be more than 30 different projects that you will be working on, all of them industrial level projects, because these industries provide us with the entire data set and we have to work on that itself. That is the reason why all the projects will be directly from the industry, and the instructors that we have already shown you guys is from top MNCs. The cost of this particular program is 7,500 including GST for the entire program of 3 months. That is the entire thing. Okay, 7,500 for the entire 3 months program that we are having. We are able to keep our cost low because including GST, because we just have to pay the instructor and the GST amount on top of it. So we don't have any other costs associated with the same. The exact same program, if you're going with something like Coding Ninjas, it will be 40-50,000. If you're going with something like Scalar Academy, it is 2.5 lakh rupees. The Coding Ninjas one is not even live. It is just recordings that will be given to you. And for the Scalar one, that is live. That is a 6 months program that costs about 2.5 lakh rupees. 2.99 like that's almost 3 lakh rupees that is there. So that is the thing that is there. Because we are a non-profit, we are able to like charge very less for it. 7,500 for the entire 3 months program. You can pay it on a monthly basis. That is totally up to you, because we understand that students may not have that kind of amount as well. But we don't take in any student. We don't take in students directly. So for example, if you're going on our website right now, and you're scrolling down below, you'll be able to see that the price is being shown as 10,000 rupees. The thing that we have done right over here is that we don't want everybody to enroll into the program, because we only have 120 seats at the maximum that we can take in. So we cannot take in every single student. So we talk to you guys. That is how the things work. We do not take every single student inside. We only take students in if we feel that this program is right for you, because we don't want you guys to be wasting your money. If we feel that you are not serious about the program, because if you're enrolling into the program itself, your life belongs to me after that point of time for 3 months. For 3 months, I will be taking 4 hours of your daily life every single day without fail to hammer you up into the shape of giving it to the companies. Because for me, my relationship to these companies are extremely important to me. I cannot have a shitty person into my training program and not being able to serve these companies itself, because I have a limited number of seats that are there, limited number of teachers that are there. So I can only take up as many number of students that I can actually train. That is the reason why we never take in students from our website. If you want to enroll into the program, I will provide you with a WhatsApp link. You can contact me or my team right over there. We'll first talk to you, figure out if it is right for you. Then only we give you guys the mode of payment. Before that, we don't even share the payment link with anybody, because we don't want you guys in. That is the point. The cost is 7,500 rupees for the entire 3 months program. That is the cost for it. That is the entire thing we have. And the only prerequisite for the program is you should be able to understand English. If you have that, that is totally fine. That's it. Because the mode of communication will be in English itself. That is all. Everything else, from the programming language, from the everything else, Python, C++, Java, the projects, everything will be doing in the class itself. That is the only prerequisite. You need to understand English. If you are able to understand me, that is more than sufficient. Okay. The second thing is that after the end of the program, for example, you are enrolling into the data scientist industrial training program. After the end of the program itself, we give you guys the class recordings for full stack program, as well as cybersecurity program, as well as the data scientist program with lifetime access to it. So that I don't want you to be spending money. Okay, money is very important. Your parents are taking a lot of pain to earn it. I also have spent the entire day working in a company, come back and then teach you guys. There's a lot of efforts that goes on in earning bucks. Okay, I don't want you guys to be wasting it. If you want to learn any other technology at any point of time, we provide those recordings if you are enrolled into the program for free to you guys for lifetime access. So that any point of time, if you are wanting to learn something new, you are able to do that. Okay. The next particular thing, the eligibility for the 3 months program is, first, you need to understand English. That is the only prerequisite. The second is, are you really sure that you will be able to give me 3 months? That is the only 2 questions that we are going to ask you. If these 2 questions have the answer as yes, I am ready to give the 3 months to you. And second, yes, I am able to understand what you are speaking right now. That is more than sufficient as a prerequisite. Okay. No, it's not compulsory to get a bachelor's degree for placement, but it is always good to have one. Okay. Is this course for beginners? See, if you are able to understand English, that is more than sufficient for the program. That is more than sufficient for the program itself. Okay. We are having two batches right now that is going to start, I guess. So one is going to start from the 15th of September itself, that is, I think so, day after tomorrow, and the other batch is going to start from the 1st of October. So these are the only two batches that we are having. For the 15th of September, I think so, we only have 20 seats remaining right now. We don't have more than that. I think so 19 or 17 seats that are remaining. For the 1st of October, we have like 80 seats that are still there. So this is like the number, the both the batches that we are going to start right now. And we have students, if you are, see, like I said again, the only thing that we are concerned with is beating you to the shape of getting you guys placements. If you are in first year, second year, third year, fourth year, if you are in MCA, BCA, FCA, CCA, if you are in electrical, chemical, civil, mechanical, if you are in commerce, if you are in any field, we don't actually care about it. What we care about is, are you guys really ready to give me 3 months? 3.5 months? If you guys are ready to give me, that is all that I care about. If you want to enroll into the program, if you can't, I don't care about it. That's it. Even if you are giving me 1 lakh rupees, I won't take you into the program, because for me, I don't want you to waste your money, man. You can spend it on Netflix. You can get all the subscriptions for an entire year for all the streaming platforms. Go and enjoy your life. Take your friends to a club and enjoy. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. But if you are really aiming ki nahi yaar, I want to do something good in life, I want to get to a particular position, I have already given you the shortcut. This is the shortcut. This is a short thing that is going to work. That is totally up to you if you guys want to do it or not. The program is going to start from 15th of September, that is day after tomorrow, and the next batch is going to start from the 1st of October. These are the two particular batches that we are having. The lecture timings will be in the evening after 7 o'clock. That is every single day, 5 days a week, after 7 o'clock itself, the classes will be there. Okay. So that is just on the website itself. That is how we designed the website. I forgot the name itself. Tom Matthews. Like I said, like we don't want students to actually enroll into the program. That is the reason why we have kept it like that. That is the reason why, like I said, the cost is 7,500, but nowhere on our website it is mentioned, because we don't want students to enroll into it. But we need a website, because without that we cannot function as well. Okay. Okay, so I need to understand one thing. The timings for the classes will be in the evening after 7 o'clock itself. Okay, and I need to understand one thing. How many of you are interested into the program, guys? Can you guys let me know? Because I need to understand, like, if there are a lot many number of people, we will have to create a new batch, and that will take us some time itself. Okay, are you guys able to understand? Can you guys let me know how many of you are interested to be a part of this particular thing? Because we need to understand that if there are a lot many number of students, we have to figure something out. Okay, so see, like I'm saying again and again, we don't have that many number of seats, guys. If there are a lot many number of people, we'll have to shift you guys to the next batch or something like that. So for the 15th of September batch, like I've already said, it like won't be possible. Like we only have like 17, 18 seats, but for like maybe for we can shift you guys to the 1st of October batch if that's the case. Okay, so that is the exact same. The classes will be there in the evening after 7, because the instructors are currently working. So these are the best instructors that are there. So that is the reason why. So let me do one thing. Let me share you guys the WhatsApp number. If you guys are interested into the program itself, you guys can message us on the WhatsApp number itself, and I will help you guys out. Somebody from my team or me personally will be helping you guys out with your questions or your queries or anything else that you guys are having. Give me a second, guys. So for those who are interested, you can message us on this particular WhatsApp number. I'm so sorry for that. So we have pinned the WhatsApp number on the live chat as well, guys. If you guys want, you guys can contact us on the WhatsApp number, and we will be able to help you guys out with the same as well. Okay. And we have already pinned the link on the live chat as well. So like I said, if you guys are interested, okay, only then enroll into the program. So please tell me, I'm a bit confused. That is that the person who will perform good on the course will get the letter of recommendation? No. Everybody who is completing the entire program will be getting the letter of recommendation, the internship completion letter, as well as the letter of recommendation as well. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay. Ketan Gupta, we have a full stack web development training and internship program as well. You can check out the syllabus from our website. It's the exact same. And if you want to enroll, you can enroll in that as well. Okay. So do everyone who enrolls into the and completes the courses get a good placement? Yes. Like I said, we have the average placement for data science as 12.3 lakh per and 12.7 lakhs per annum for the data science program, and the 13.3 lakhs per annum for the full stack web development program. Okay. Yes, we have students who are joining us from Nigeria. We have students joining us from Spain. We have students joining us from UK, US. We have students joining us from Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh. So yeah, we are open up to everybody. Okay, because placement isn't always something that is just for Indians. So we have our placements for, like, some of the students got placed in the Amazon UK as well. So we were very happy with that. So like sometimes I also feel like we are doing something good. Okay, so you can message me on that WhatsApp number and we will help you guys out with the same. We have already provided you guys with the same as well. Okay. See, it's not about being in third semester or something like that. When I'm talking about placements, none of these companies is going to offer you directly a job. They start off with, like, if you are in your third semester, you get 2 months internship with Google. If you're doing good, they offer you 6 months internship in your final year, and then they offer you the placement. For example, if you are in the final year, then they directly offer you the placement itself. If you are in your, so it's like the early that you are, the much more early that you are joining, it's basically better and easier to get into these firms as well. The more late that you are joining, it becomes harder for you guys. Okay, so we have already provided you guys with the link. For those who are looking for the PDF, you can go to our website devtown.in. You will be able to find the courses. In courses, you will be able to find the full stack as well as the data scientist training and internship, and you will be able to see from right over there. Okay. Okay, so I've already provided you guys with all the things. Let me show you guys the attendance for today as well. See, almost we have trained almost 4,000 students up till now. So you will be able to manage it with your college examinations and everything. We have all the privileges. For example, if your college examination comes in between the program and you want a break, everybody wants a break. We give you guys a break itself. If you want to leave the batch at one particular point of time, you can leave it and then join the next batch that is starting. So we try to make sure that you guys face no problems, because we have to make sure that you are getting placed. So we have to make sure as well that you are not facing any kind of problems at any point of time. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. Yes, we do provide, like I said, there are 3 ways of providing placements, and we do provide it in our program as well. Also, guys, in tomorrow's class, we'll be having the class at 5:30 tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow's class will be at 5:30. Okay, please do let me know, guys. Tomorrow's class will be at 5:30, guys. Please do remember that. Okay. Yes, BC, BSc, MC, MSc students, BCA, MCA students, everybody. There's no discrimination. Okay. So, like I said, guys, tomorrow the class will be at 5:30. So please be ready for the same, guys. Tomorrow the class will be at 5:30, guys. Okay. Okay, so this is the QR code for today's attendance itself. Tomorrow there are two boot camps actually. So we are starting off with the HTML CSS boot camp as well. So I will be taking up a class from 5:30 to 7 for you guys, and then from 7 to 8:30 for the next particular boot camp itself. Okay. Yes, Pranali, like I've said, if you're not good at data structure algorithms and computer programming in C++ or Java, even if you're good at Python, nobody will give a shit about it. That's the main problem, okay? From a placement perspective itself. Okay, so we'll end today's class right over here. Those who want to apply for the training and internship program, they can message us on the WhatsApp numbers. Either me or somebody from my team will be able to help you guys out with the same as well. So thank you so much, guys, and we'll meet in our tomorrow's class itself. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.